Hi peeps, Junction6 here. Today's Sunday, and there is going to be some World of Tanks Blitz content today. Don't worry, Ren fans, there will be Ren content next Sunday, I guarantee that. The reason we've got Blitz content today, well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's the Keni Otsu. What can I say about this situation? Yeah, the Keni Otsu, when it first came out, was controversial. The way it entered the game and was taken away almost immediately, then given back to the players who had bought it. And now more controversy to do with the Keni Otsu, because Wargaming gave away a limited amount of them with bonus codes. I've got a Keni Otsu, and the reason I've got one is because I entered WoTBlitz, his competition, his giveaway, and I managed to win it. So I had the Keni Otsu a couple of days before the bonus code was announced. I didn't know what the bonus code was. I put it in and I got another Keni Otsu. Well, I got silver compensation for it. So I went from not being able to pick up a Keni Otsu at all to having two in less than a week. Crazy, isn't it? I don't understand why Wargaming have done this. Now, they could have sold it in crates. We know Wargaming love a crate, don't they? You know, they could have had an event for it. You know, even if you had to pay a couple of quid, they could have made so much money. What about a draw? How much money would Wargaming have made if they had done a draw for the Keni Otsu? Well, the reason they can't do any of that, of course, is because that would mean that you'd have to pay for it, which means they can't change the tank. Now they've given it away for free, they can now nerf it because they're going to change it to a collectible, rebalance the tank, which we all know means that they're going to nerf it to death. And so yet another legendary bit of Blitz's lore is just going to be gone. Anyway, we have got a battle, and we've got Napoleon blown apart number 5 in the Keni Otsu. Now, they have got one Keni Otsu on their side. I think this was just before they announced the bonus codes. Otherwise, there'd have been 7 on each side, wouldn't they? As you can see, he's telling the guys to come into the desert, which is probably the right thing to do. What they want to do is try and get rid of their Keni Otsu if we can. Well, get a shot in there. Now, the thing about the Keni Otsu, of course, if anyone's ever faced one or ever played one, you'll know it's got absolutely terrible penetration and aiming. The bloom on it is just massive. It can't fire on the move at all and hit anything. Shells will bounce all day long. Yeah, it's just a terrible, terrible tank. The only thing it's got is DPM. If you can get this thing hidden somewhere and people aren't shooting at you, you can just, yeah, you can really, really, really hurt people with this tank. But it only does, like, hardly any damage at all. You've got 4 shells, which kind of reload super fast. Yeah, but if you can't pen anything, which 90% of the time you won't be able to, it will just bounce off anybody from the front and most people's sides as well. Yeah, and like I say, you can't even aim with this thing because the bloom on it is just terrible. You really can't just aim. You've got to be up close to be able to hit anything. And of course, if you're up close, they're going to pen you. Because if anybody shoots at you, it's going straight in. No doubt about it. Yeah, you just got to not be shot at all. Because otherwise, you're going to be wrecked in seconds. But if you can get on the side of someone or behind them, and they're not looking at you or shooting at you, well, yeah, you can really have a good game. Now, a good game in Tier 3 means, you know, 600, 700, 800 damage, doesn't it? 1,000. And, of course, you've got the 15-minute wait to get into a battle in Tier 3. Not at the moment, obviously, because everybody's playing the Keni Otsu. But normally, yeah, it will take you 5-10 minutes to get into a battle. Only the one tank left now. Can we get round and do this guy? Come on, mate. Oh, he's gone. All right, where's the last one? Yeah, as he's saying, he's probably up on the rail there. So we're just going to trudge over there, see if we can get to this guy. There's only 2 of us left against him, so we've got to be a bit careful. Because I think he is a TD, isn't it? Yeah, right. We don't want to get hit by him, that's for sure. And if he's sat up on that rail... Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, look at the bloom. I mean, you're not going to hit anything with that thing. It's just terrible. And when you do hit, you know, the amount of damage you do is minimal, to say the least. You know, that thing in front of us has got no armour at all. You know, we should have cleared him easily. Come away with a victory there. Look at that, 720 damage done. Destroyed 3 tanks. Gets a mastery for it. Well, now it'll take you a lot longer than that to get a mastery, that's for sure. Because hundreds and hundreds of people are playing this tank at the moment. But yeah, congratulations, mate, on your mastery, innit? And yeah, you only came second in damage done, but killing 3 tanks and over 700 damage in this tank is pretty good, you've got to admit. So, what's the future with the Keni Otsu? Yeah, have Wargaming messed up yet again by not giving it to everyone, or giving everyone a realistic chance of getting it. I think I heard somewhere that there was 20,000 of them. And so, you know, there's going to be a lot of people disappointed. Yeah, honestly, I really don't understand Wargaming's thinking on this. It is one of the most iconic tanks in Blitz. And yet they made another fiasco of it. I just don't know what to say, guys, about it. Thanks for watching. Catch you next Sunday for something different to Blitz, which I can assure you will be Ren content.